I am trying to make it a point also in these videos to, I mean, I'm no exhibitionist, and I don't wear really revealing clothes, not like I used to, because I didn't care. Even when I got a lot of shit for wearing revealing clothes, they weren't that revealing. They just had a lot of cleavage, or they made people uncomfortable because they were sexy, bra. But right now, I'm trying to get into shape as much as I can to be fit. And of course, any kind of health journey, any kind of weight journey is it challenges you, and I used to be a lot bigger, and I didn't care. I never cared what I weighed or what I looked like. I was fine with it, man. I don't know. It seems like the more weight you lose and the more you try and get into shape, the more you care, because you're comparing yourself to your former self. You're comparing yourself to you have to have some idea of what you're trying to strive for, so you compare yourself to that, whatever that is, and it makes you, in this comparative mindset, want to be hypercritical. So as part of my getting into shape and the healthy mermaids, happy mermaids type of thing, is I want to make sure that I can be comfortable no matter what shape I'm in, being in mermaid gear and not feeling bad about it. You know, like this week I didn't work out as much as I had hoped for, and so I mean, I just didn't lose the weight that I was anticipating losing, or get the muscle definition that I really didn't do much of anything, but it just didn't happen. In any case, it is important that we accept our body type, our body, no matter what shape it's in, no matter if we got to, do these extraneous goals or not. If you retain those pounds, if you gain those pounds, you gotta be good with it. So let's be good with it. Back to the makeup. Let's do that. Blush. I've got Tartiste Pro Glow and Blush by Tarte, and I really, really like this blush set, and it comes in this nice like suede box too. So I've got this blush set here, and we're gonna use a combination between. I usually use more of this orangish as a base for Uada, and some of this pink here, a little bit a highlight of this darker, more red one. But on Mian, she gets a lot of the red stark highlights and then the darker blush as contours as well. So I should contour first and get our powder down and all of that before I get overzealous with this wonderful blush set. I've got Clinique. This thing has all but fell apart. Mostly I keep it for the compact, but I do like this this darker contour for just a little bit of the cheek lines. And we're going to use this brush decidedly, because it is similar to our other blender brush, but it is not that blender brush. So I like to just right under my cheekbone here. It's gonna look stupid at first. I accept that. And underneath. Kind of make sure it's even on both sides. This one's a little further up, and I don't want too much. Sure I do. Actually, with Uada, I'm finding she's got more angles, whereas Mian, no matter what I do, I think it's the roundness of the eyes, and just generally, she always has maybe it's just because she looks more like I do. She always has a boxier look, a rounder look. Now it kind of looks like I'm just giving myself mutton chops, which, I mean, let's scrap the whole Uada thing and just go, you know, 19th century barber. Let's do that. These are my friends. See how they glisten. See this one shine, how he smiles in the light. Alright. So, mutton chops achieved, but blended in as much as you can, obviously. I've got this bigger brush here, so we'll just kind of even that out. And in addition to that, we actually will lay down a bit of some of this bronzer blush. And I do have this ELF small stipple brush that I usually use for blushes. And it is very nice and feathery, you know. Oh yeah, some extra makeup in there. So that's what I use. So, ridiculous contours achieved. This is where we come in with our Color Mates pressed powder. And again, I think this is a dollar store powder. I got a CoverGirl puff that I had from a previous powder, but I wear it so seldomly that there's no reason for me to go spending a ton of money on powders and stuff like that. I'm going to use it when I'm doing mermaiding, so once a week at best, you know. And just apply that everywhere. Obviously don't go over your eye makeup, but everywhere else. By the way, if any of you guys want to give me makeup advice, you go for it, man. I will take what you got. Gonna blend that just one more time. Kind of looks like somebody beat me up over my mutton chops. I'm okay with that. It's not going to make a huge difference once we get the blush going on either and the wig on. Once we completely distract you from this horrible contour line, you're not even going to notice it. See? So, at a distance, not terrible, right? Right. Step one is a go. Go back to our blush set, and we'll start in with that nice coral. And this, again, it's the sun-kissed, right? So everywhere where the sun would touch, where you would get a natural suntan is where we kind of want to go. She's out in the water, in the sun. And we also use this too, it's going to blend in the look of the freckles. So I like that kind of old-fashioned waif look, right? Where you have kind of the nose and the chin is extra pink. And I rouge my elbows. That's a thing. And just kind of those little highlights. I think they're very youthful, very innocent. And then I told you that I also rouge my shoulders. Anywhere you would get that sun kiss. Anything that would pop in the sun here. Would pop in the sun? Fucking popcorn? Get out of here. You almost want to look like you got a nice little sunburn. It's good stuff. It's the sunburn look, that's what we're going for. I'm a professional. Because I rouge my fucking elbows. Oh yeah. But you see, my elbow had that nice, lovely wayfish kiss anyway. So I mean, we're just adding to nature here. Elbow is nice and rouged. They're not done with that. And I want to go in now and kind of do the stark highlights with this nice reddish color. Actually get the rouge going. You know what I mean? And I also think there's part of it that portrays a sense of, like, she's out in the sun, but she's in Ireland, so it's probably similar weather to what's going on here, so it's probably pretty chilly, you know, and she's probably cold. Okay. Sun-kissed and cold. Love it. Now for the freckles. For the freckles, like I said, we use this boutique pencil that I used on my eyes as well, and just go in and do kind of a layer of the bigger freckles. So there's two types of freckles, right? You kind of have your overall freckles that if you have freckles, you have them kind of all the time, and they're more splotchy and wider and lighter. And then if you're out in the sun quite a bit, you get kind of the pinpoint freckles that are a bit darker. So I go in and I lay out the base freckles, and then go in with this CoverGirl Get In Line Active for the pinpoint freckles, and it really kind of makes it pop. So let's see here. And I go all the way across for Uada. Mian's just kind of got more pinpoint freckles on the sun-kissed areas, but Uada, the freckles really makes her look. So for I usually sharpen the pencil and then you point it in and just kind of give it a twist. If I had one vain cosmetic surgery that I would get, it would be to get tattooed freckles. And of course that would probably be the type of thing that is like more of those bad tattoo things that would be like tattooed eyeliner or tattooed eyebrows that end up looking so crazy and then you can't undo it. But I think that would be... permanent freckles would be nice. It's not important, it'd be nice. All right. There we go. Freckles stage 1 is done. Now onto the pinpoint. After the liquid liner dries, then I go over it again with another coat of the blush to kind of just blend it all together.